The fourth chase race of the Target Series season heads out west. We're here on the West Coast at the Auto Club Speedway for the running of the Sony 300 Under the Lights. Give you a crazy race here in Auto Club 3 and 4 wide racing all night long. And on the pole for tonight's race is Nathan Ormond in the 2010 second, the 55 of Anton Charlebois. Then third, Steve Larker. Fourth is Paul Taylor, comes in third in the points. Rounding out the top five, Derek Hale in the 98. Then 2010 sixth, it's Tripping against the 01. Seventh place we have William Seaman. Eighth is George Cooper. In ninth, it's Jennifer Buford. And Alexander Rowe rounds out the top 10. For the rest of the field, there's Jonathan Raines, 2 insides, Riley Spurley, 2. Then behind them, Mathis Wells and Eli Bright, 2 teammates. Then we have Justin Zidell and Max Anderson. Then there's Jake Galloway, comes in tied for the points lead, who's outside Anthony Nez in the 7. Then we have Jose Mills and Sebastian Kukulan. Behind them, William Bullen and Colton Yo. Then there's Matt Oskin and Greg Lee, along with Dylan Abrahamian and Albert Galloway. Then there's Luke Rainey and Trey Rainey. Behind them, Franz DeVice and Adam McDowell. Then Simon Bloomfield and the other driver tied for the points lead, Denny Lloyd in the 21. Then there's Jason Larker and Levi Shones, along with Greg Torres and Cole Luigi. Then we have Diego Gapez and Jeff Bright, with Mike Burrow and Ryan Brommer. And the final row, Patrick Smith, to his inside, Kashawn Richardson in the 20 car. There's our 42 car field for the Sony 300 Chase Race number 4 in the Target Series season number 8. Let's get going, starting command to fire the engines up.
Drivers, start your engines!
The field firing their engines up. 42 cars come to life here in Auto Club, and all of them know they have a shot to win tonight with how crazy the racing is at this 2-mile speedway. Nathan Ormond and Anton Charlebois will lead the field to the green flag for the start of the Sony 300. So coming into this race, I mentioned a tie for the points lead between Jake Galloway and Danny Lloyd. Only 3 points behind them. Third in points is Paul Taylor at 99, and 5 points behind them is a 4-way tie for fourth in points. Jeff Bright, Colton Yo, Mathis Wells, and Luke Rainey, all with 21 points. And Sebastian Kukulan only 6 points back with 20 points. So it's very close among those drivers for the points lead. Who will leave tonight with the points lead? We're not going to have a tie between 19 and 21, or can someone else try to get up there and beat those two? 23 laps to figure it all out here in the Target Series at Auto Club. Nathan Ormond and Anton Charlebois to the green flag. We're racing in Chase Race number 4 on the West Coast. Nathan Ormond from the pole will lead lap number 1 of the race. Steve Larker comes William Seaman top to bottom, the 3 car. 3 wide teammate up top for the lead through 1 and 2. Seaman get grabbing on the inside lanes to come off the corner. Down the backstretch, he could move up wherever he wants. Jennifer Buford, the 16, next on the inside. 3 moves up, gives the bottom to the 16. Jennifer Buford, she has a good run going down the back. But into turn number 3, can she get there? She is. Jennifer Buford for the lead. Here comes the 18, Justin Zidell. 11 car, Jose Mills, William Bullen, the 40 coming forward on the inside lane, moving forward. Jeffrey Buford blocks the 18 to lead lap number 2 of the Sony 300. Seaman fight back in the outside. 3 car got a nice push down the front stretch. Behind them, Steve Larker, the 51, but it's Jennifer Buford out in front with Justin Zidell also clear in second. Look at the 11, Jose Mills. Battled through that milling, got a nice run, and in fact, pulling the 93 down the backstretch. Now, Matt Oskin shuffle. Can the 11 get clear of those 2 to get down low? No. And here comes Zidell for the lead. Justin Zidell, power move in 3 and 4. He'll try and get by Jennifer Buford to come down the front stretch to lead the 3rd lap of the Sony 300. Give it to Justin Zidell, the 18 car. William Bullen now for the lead into turn number 1, 40 car. Nice run going there. William Bullen 40. Here comes the 36. Behind him, Dylan Abrahamian. Luke Rainey, the 12, one of our chasers. He's in a 4-way tie for 4th in points. Up inside the top 3, pushing the 36 down the backstretch to try and get himself into the lead. Rainey might look 3 wide. That 12, here he comes. He's won here before in the Target Series. He's looking for another one here tonight, and it would put him on a nice position in points. Off turn number 4. He is side by side. Now the 9, Colton Young moves to the bottom lane, puts the 12 middle. Luke leads the lap, but middle, 3 wide. Here comes Colton Young, the 9 down low. He wants the top spot to turn number 1. And behind them, without her racing, 3-4, looking even 5 wide. Points this could be a disaster waiting to happen further back in the field. With Max Aronson leading, he's in the spot he wants to be, ahead of all the madness that might happen behind him. Mike Burrow, the 45, wants to get there as well. Here comes Jason Larker pushing Eli right the 88 car. Mike Burrow side by side with Max Aronson through 3 and 4. We got a good run there on the inside lane. Here comes Eli Bright, 88, down low for third. Good run there. But it's going to be Mike Burrow to lead lap 5 of the event. Eli Bright forced middle lane. Here comes Tripp against the 01 down low. Anthony is by him in the 7. Now Anthony making moves. He's going to push Tripp to the lead. Now the 7 can get a run as they're side by side in front of him. Let's see if he does anything. Down the back stretch. Anthony looks low. Max Aronson kind of bottled up the top side and allowed the middle and bottom lane to get a nice run. Looked like the 23 got a little high and got a little tight, had to let off there. But it's Diego Yepez at the front of the field. He'll clear to get to the race lead. Here it comes behind him, 35-7. Bloomfield Trey Raines had a miserable start to the chase. He's looking for a rebound here in All Club to be one of the highest finishing chasers to get some good points towards the championship. He's looking for the lead in turn 1. Trey Raines 52 inside. He has 98 Derek Hamill behind him. Hamill tight down low on that 0. Allows Raines to try and pull away a little bit. 52 moves up to block the advance of the 0. Yepez is clear. He can look for a crossover, get back to the lead. Here they are in turn 3. Yepez trying to get to Trey Raines. The 52 doing a nice job blocking him off right there. Yepez couldn't get the run behind the 52. Now Ryan Brommer looks low. Yepez middle lane. Rainey up top. 52 gonna get clear of that. Ryan Brommer side by side for the second position with Yepez. Look at that racing behind them. Here comes Greg Torres, 39 down low. California Levi Shones won the Gatorade Cup Series race here earlier in the season. He knows how to win in California. He's looking for the 3rd position down the back. Greg Torres, 39. And then followed up back there. Trey Rainey doing a great job. Here comes teammates Kukulan and Oliver Galloway. The 4's in the chase. Going to push from his teammate Oliver Galloway to get up here to the 2nd position. He wants to get to Trey Rainey as well. Shuffle that 52 back. That's one of the chasers coming into this race. Kukulan, bottom lane. Rainey trying to block the 52 a lead, but the 4 is the inside lane to turn number 1. Sebastian Kukulan down there. Here comes Greg Lee, the 60 out line, 3 wide. Making moves forward. Greg Lee, 60. Trying to get there. Danny Woodmill, 4 wide. The 21 car came in with Jake Galloway, tied for the points lead. And 19's on the bottom lane, starting to make his way forward. He wants to get out of the mess from behind him. Kukulan, the 4, doing a nice job out in front, though. The 2 of our chasers. He's only 6 points back of the points lead that's held by the 21 and the 19. Look at Lloyd getting shuffled there as he's all sideways, squirrely all over the place. Another 5 wide. Yepez, one in the middle of that. His teammate Short McGinnis as well. And the 01, William Bull in the 40. 39, Greg Torres. Can they sort out in turns 1 and 2? 39 moves up. Trying to get out of the 4 wide. The 5 wide. Jonathan Raines for the lead. He won here last night. Here comes the 20 because Sean Richardson. They're going to sort back here for now. We'll keep an eye, though. Eli Bright, 88 down low. Here comes back as well to the 5. He looked on the 61, but the 20 down there means the 5 couldn't get all the way down. So it's Jonathan Raines now out in front leading as they're coming to 13 to go. And the Sony 300, Jonathan Raines leads Sean Richardson and Matthew Wells are in a side-by-side battle for 2nd position. Wells has a teammate behind Eli Bright pushing him. Can Wells get clear? Nah. The 20 down there. The 28, George Cooper. And how about this? 19 shovel middle lane. 21, Danny Lloyd got down low. Those 2 trading blows trying to be higher than the other. Remember, whoever finishes higher than the others could be higher than them in points. Doesn't necessarily mean they'll be the points here, but they'll be higher than the other in the point standings. George Cooper got a good push there from Kashawn Richardson to get to the back of the 61. Now he looks low off turn 4. Does he have the help with him? Kashawn is trying. He gets down low. Raines leads lap again, but Cooper has the inside with help from the 20. Here comes Danny Lloyd out of line, 3 wide. Right now he's the highest chaser. He wants to keep it like that. Danny Lloyd, 21, has had a very consistent season so far. It's been a quietly consistent season. He's up to 2nd and looking for more, but now his teammate Nathan Orman jumps down low. The 2, start on pole, wants to take the lead back. So Oscar 93 down to the bottom lane, dove it hard to the corner to get beneath the 2. Got a little tight in the dirty air. Had to lift a little, but he's making it work. 11 laps of racing to go on the Sony 300. George Cooper blocks 93 down low. Jeff Wright, the 1, looking 3 wide. Blocks the 23 right there, or 36. Great block by Jeff Wright to keep that lead, but now Dylan Raheem's got a run off turn 2 for the lead. Jeff can't block that. Here comes Dylan down the backstretch, and Jake Galloway back on the inside, 19 car. Here he comes. He wants the lead. Look at 3 wide. Jake Galloway came in tied with Danny Lloyd as they run the 12. or excuse me, the 19 would get the max points. Everything through the middle lane, a nice run, but Jake Galloway battling back on the inside. Jake Galloway pushed from 7 Bloomfield. Right there, 12 points to the 19 will get him further into the points lead with 10 to go in Auto Club. Simon Bloomfield down low. Max Harrison is pusher. Riley's road to California inside the top 5. First time to talk about him all night. Here comes Max Harrison on Simon Bloomfield down the backstretch. 22 Adam McDowell out of line, putting Riley's road to middle lane. And the 8 shoved up right there. That was very close. Look at how they're getting tight down low. Paul Taylor to lift big time. Larker just destroyed him through the middle lane. The 90 car got a great run. Now Larker gained spots. He was in the middle lane. And McDowell's line for the lead. Riley's in the 8 with them. Here comes another California native. Cole Luigi out of line. 42 car. Looking for a top 5 spots. Riley's approaching for the lead on Adam McDowell. 22 has it. The 8 no help though down low, but he gets a nice run. He is there in the core panel, pulling him back. Riley's pro to help from Simon Bloomfield down low in turn number 3. Yeah, these guys, I think it's some tire wear. They're getting tight. They have not had any yellow periods. I don't know the last time we've seen a caution-free race here at Auto Club. But I don't know if we ever have, and maybe these tires are taking a toll. Riley's Pro led the lap. However, Simon Bloomfield has the inside along Colton Yo. The 2 chasers moved to first and second. Justin Zidell, 18 up to third. Down the back, Riley's Pro a nice run on the outside. With those worn tires, I believe the middle lane might be a little bit better. You just have to make the nice entry into the corner, the best entry that you can. Here comes Colton Yo. Talk about good entries. That was a great entry for the 9. Gets beside the 35. He'll pull him off the corner. And his teammate Anthony Reyes in the 7 coming with him. Justin Zidell going to clear his way down to the bottom lane behind the 7. Now he's going to look for the crossover to get beneath. Jeffrey for the 16. Nice run for a second on Simon Bloomfield. Hernandez in the 7 is down there 3 wide for the second position. And Justin Zidell, the 18. I mean, he's pushing that 7 forward. He wants to win for the 18 team here this season. Oh, look at them close right there. Look at Riley's Pro 2. That 8 car flying through the middle lane. He almost got clear. And it's all Colton Yo out in front, dominating right now as they're 4 wide behind, slowing each other down, side drafting. This is really bad for Colton Yo, who's out in front controlling right now. 6 to go in the Sony 300. Zidell out of line, allows Anton Charlebois outside pulse there to the bottom lane with Jose Mills the 11. Trey Rain 52 coming back. Charlebois right there off the corner. Nice run down the backstretch. Got clear from behind. Now he can try and run down that 9 of Colton Yo to make a charge for the lead. We'll see if he can do it in turns 3 and 4. He's in the draft, gaining. And we're coming to a major mark in this race. We are coming to 5 laps of racing to go. Yellow flag now would end the race. Anton Charlebois wants the lead from Colton Yo. They're shoving each other back there as well, kind of hitting. So yellow could definitely come out at any point now. Charlebois to the lead. Here comes Greg Lee, the 60 for a second. The 55, though, out in front. They're getting close and physical with that 4 wide behind. Patrick Smith, 86, looking out of line. George Cooper, 3 wide to 28 for 5th. Greg Lee got a nice push from Smith there. He blocked the 86, and that momentum that the 86 had pushed that 60 forward. Coming to 4 to go. Greg Lee's getting a nice run right here, but Patrick Smith takes it to the bottom lane. 4 to go, and Colton Yo's back clear in the 9. He has a good run to those 2 side by side. And 4 right behind. 78 out of line for 5th. Patrick Smith through the 2nd. Colton Yo the 9. Looking for 3rd on Greg Lee. We're coming to 3 to go, and the Sony 304 cars has separated. But now Ryan Brommer in 5th trying to join the party with Jonathan Rains. Looking for the sweep here at Auto Club as he won last night in the Pennzoil Truck Series race. Down low, Colton Yo clears Greg Lee. Ryan Brommer wants 4th now with 3 to go. But it's all Anton Charlebois leading. Patrick Smith, the 86, looking for a run to have right here through 1 and 2. He entered a little higher, looking for a better arc through the corner, but the 55 leads him off the corner down the back. Oh, car spun towards the inside. Now they're trying to save it and come back up. If they crash, this will be it. Up the racetrack for Jeffrey B. for Matthews Wells. They hold on to it. We are still green in Auto Club. Coming to 2 to go. 2 miles remain. Anton Charlebois leads Patrick Smith, Colton Yo, and Ryan Brommer. They're all single file. One of those drivers is a chaser. Colton Yo has got to be comfortable about his position right now to be the highest chaser. Smith wants the win. He wants the lead, but the A6 or the 55 doing a great job. Down the backstretch for Anton Charlebois. A lap and a half of racing to go in Auto Club. Cars shuffling high and low, trying to look for the best lane to get the runs. As they come through 3 and 4, Smith again to the back of the 55. He's there this time. Oh, he tried. Oh, he didn't quite make it. White flag. Last up in the Sony 300, Charlebois, Smith, or Yo. 55 leads into the corner. Does he lead off the corner? Smith, a good run. He's there. Patrick Smith with the push from Colton Yo. Side by side for the win. Who's Colton Yo helping the 9? He's giving the help to the 55, but the A6 emerging on the bottom lane. Yo has a choice to be made right here in turn 3. Does look for the win himself. Here they come off turn 4. Patrick Smith leads the race. Colton Yo, the chaser, looking low. Off turn number 4, we see a full finish like this in the past. Smith or Yo, checker flag. Patrick Smith wins in Auto Club. Frantic last laps there. Anton Charlebois held on by the 9, giving the push to the A6. Gets him out front. They hold off the 9 to win the Sony 300. And Colton Yo, with a great points night, should possibly get up closer to the points lead. Patrick Smith wins. Colton Yo, a nice points night in second. Let's go see the finish results from the Sony 300. Here are the finish results from the Sony 300, the All Club Speedway. No caution flags during the race. That's very rare to see for an All Club race. And 15 lead changes, 16 different drivers leading laps here tonight. Patrick Smith started 42nd tonight, wins by leading 1 lap during the race. Great race for the A6 team here tonight. Colton Yo ends up second with the highest amount of points possible here tonight. Great night for the 9, puts him in championship contention. Third, Anton Charlebois led 4 laps, the most of anyone. So 4 out of 23 laps led was the most. Very, very telling of how the race was with the whole cycle and whatnot. 4th, Ryan Brommer, Jonathan Rains in 5th, with William Seaman 6th, Alexander Rose 7th, Jennifer Buford 8th, Mike Burrow 9th, and Mathis Wells rounds out the top 10. 3 chasers inside the top 10 at the end. 4 inside the top 11 as Luke Rennie ends up 11th. Orman from the Poland up 13th. The next highest chaser, Danny Lloyd, in 16th. But then it takes a long time to get to the next chaser. So Lloyd actually leads with the points lead. However, Jake Galloway is still right with him, because Galloway, even though he finished 26th, about 10 positions lower than the 21, there were no chasers in between them. Galloway was the next highest chaser. And then it goes to Franz Weiss, who won here early in the season. So tough break for the 38, finishing 29th tonight. Sebastian Kukulon 30th, Paul Taylor 32nd, Jeff Bright 33rd. And you look down, Trey Rainey 38th, and Simon Bloomfield down 41st. So it was a really bad night for a lot of chasers throughout the race. At the right side of the point stands, it's gotten very, very close at the front. Danny Lloyd holds the points lead by a single point over Jake Galloway and Colton Yo, who are tied behind. And then Mathis Wells is only 3 points behind. Luke Ray is only 4 points behind. So all those drivers are very close. Even Paul Taylor is only 7 points behind, so he's still within a race of the points lead. Sebastian Kukulon only 9 points back, so he's still within a race. Jeff Bright 10 points behind. He's within a race of the points lead. William Seaman has made a nice gain. He's only 8 points behind the points lead. So the 3 car moving forward here in the points. But then everyone behind Jeff Bright is more than a race behind. Franz Device is currently 13 points behind. You look at Simon Bloomfield, and the 35 is currently 19 points behind, and Trey Rainey is 21 behind. So for the 35 and the 52, you gotta believe at this point it is basically over. Those drivers have had miserable starts to the chase, and that's the real big thing about the system, is you can have those mulligans as long as you don't keep having that. Trey Rainey has had 3 bad races. For Simon Bloomfield, 2 mediocre races and 2 bad races. That's why they're towards the bottom of the points list. So you can afford a bad race or 2 throughout the system in this 10-race chase. However, you cannot have them repeatedly over this chase, and that's why they are the bottom 2 in the point standings. Can they try and turn it around, though, and see if they can try and get something going, maybe a comeback? We still have 6 chase races left, so a lot can happen. The points leaders could all DNF and have some bad nights, and 52-35 could get some nice point stage. We'll have to see how it goes. But our 5th chase race of the season stays on the West Coast as we go to Denver for the Nationwide 200. I will see you guys then.